Well, this is the English guy in Mexico. It is the first week of July 2018. It's a Sunday, but we're still working obviously on a Sunday. Not sure what the temperatures are, but it's actually a slightly cooler day today. I think it's about 26-27 degrees. And I haven't done a video for a while, so I thought we'd have a quick walk around to show you what we've been doing. The grass looks a lot better now that we've finally managed to get a little bit of rain. The rainy season here is from well, it's a 6-month rainy season, which is the summer, so that's probably from May, June, July, August, September, October. So now we're getting a tiny bit of rain here on the edge of the desert in northern Mexico. The bamboo, look at this thing, it's gone crazy. It was actually about twice the height, but I've cut it down and now the sides are growing up again, so it's actually growing out, which is nice. Some calabasas. There's some beans in here somewhere. I threw a huge handful of beans in the middle. There they are, they're climbing up the far side. Carrots, in fact I've just pulled today's dinner. There's a whole load of carrots there, and there's some potatoes. It really is fun when you suddenly realise you don't have to go to the store to buy your food. There's cabbages there. I think those are a mixture of onions and tomatoes. I've pulled a load of tomatoes off there already. I think there's another load of tomatoes around here. Yeah, there's a whole load of tomatoes on there. When I planted them, I'm sure it said they were green tomatoes, verde, but tomatillos, but they look to be like some kind of plum tomatoes. Anyway, not to worry. So this is the bed. I'm loving this grass. I've actually just got the mower out and took about 2 or 3 inches off it, and I've left 5 inches. If anybody checks my videos going back a year, 2 years, the English guy in Mexico, there was nothing here. But now just trimming the grass, keeping it long but trimmed, if that makes any sense, so it gets protection from the sun. Okay, I've just pulled these 2 beds. That's my carrots and potatoes. I've been eating carrots and potatoes for the last 2 or 3 days. Cabbages, not quite hearting up properly, so I need to do a little bit more research. Oh, that is actually quite solid. It's a nice one. Anyway, I'm experimenting with different things here in Mexico. Another bed of carrots. These were some old baths that I pulled out of some of the bedrooms. I've got quite a decent sized property here, and these old baths were pretty much rotted out. I didn't like them. I'm going to put showers in here and in my little hacienda. So I thought they'd be really good for vegetables, but the carrots are really coming on well now. I'm getting loads, and these are all seeds I collected. I bought my first lot of seeds 2 years ago, and then I let about 10 carrots go to seed, and I got absolutely loads and loads of seed. So wherever I go, I just throw carrot seeds, and they seem to work. We've got a load of palms growing in there. These palm trees that are up in the distance, these are about 50 years old, and what happens is the animals eat the seeds when they fall to the ground. I end up collecting the manure and using it in the gardens, and I end up with all these green things here. Every one of those is a new palm tree. There's about 6, 7, 8, 9, there's about 10 palm trees in there. I think I might start a palm tree business. And there's some beetroot and tomatoes in there. Right, the main reason for the video, I've started to collapse all the straw bale gardens. This is my last one that's left now, mainly because the cabbage are doing well in this one. I try different experiments. I try plants in different areas, some of them under the shade cloth. Watch the video, 50 square meters of shade cloth, or 80 square meters I think it is. And all the vegetables seem to come up better actually in different places, which is kind of strange. But anyway, I got really good bed of cabbage here. Every single one of these is hearting up. Oh, there's one I lost, look. The animals obviously got to it before I did, but I've probably got about 10 cabbages in there. Oh, that's doing well now. I lost some of my fruit trees over the winter. We had 3 nights of frost, that's all we got. It's pretty much standard here for northern Mexico, maybe 2 or 3 nights of frost, but I lost quite a lot of fruit trees. But they all came back from the rootstock. So if you look here, this is the dead tree in the middle. I cut it right the way back, and this is all brand new growth in 2 months, 3 months. Okay, started to collapse all these beds. There are 80 bales of straw in this one. We've removed all the metal from around the outside. We finished that 2 days ago, and now what we're doing is we're going to start filling this up with some better soil. We don't buy soil here. We go out to these very big trees you'll see in the distance, and we hunt for soil. We take buckets out into the distance. Sometimes we take the truck with us, and we come back with soil. We pile it up in here, thin it, spread it out on top of the old straw bales. You can still see all the straw bales down there, and we plant on top of it. So there's a load of tomatoes there on top, planted, and some carrots. Nice. So that's one new concrete bed. So just to explain what we do, we dig right down into the subsoil. We put metal in the bottom, well, the bottom and the sides. Then we start using the blocks, and then we build up, and then we collect trees. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, 5. We go out into the desert here, we collect all these old trees that have been, I mean, this is probably 50, 60 years old, and it's very, very heavy. And we place those in the middle. So this one is already finished. This one's got 2 or 3 trees buried in the middle. This one will finish, oh no, we'll do the trees today. And then fruit trees. Running out of time here. I've only got 1 minute left, so I just want to show you a completed vegetable garden. That was all the fruit trees that we actually walked past. Look at this grass, I love it. I'm from England, we're used to seeing everything green. We take the rubbish soil out the bottom of the pits, and we pile it on top of old dead trees. So this tree here is probably 3 meters. That is one solid tree buried in the ground. It's actually about a metre underground, sticking out the top, and then we pile all this good soil that we hunt for, we pile it on top, and then we plant it. So if you look there, those are all tomato seeds I've just put in, and they've come up straight away. Onions, and we keep going. So there's the English guy in Mexico, first week of July. Bye for now.